Imagine a time long ago before the invention of fire alarms. A time when the quiet of the night was only broken by the sounds of nature, and the townspeople lived in constant vigilance. Towns were built of wood and straw, vulnerable to the slightest spark. The architecture, though charming and picturesque, was a tinderbox waiting for a single ember to ignite a catastrophe. When a fire broke out, it was a race against time, a desperate fight to save lives and homes. The townspeople would grab buckets, form lines, and pass water hand to hand, their faces etched with fear and determination. Without the instant alert of an alarm, people relied on their senses and communal effort to combat the flames. The smell of smoke, the crackling of burning wood, and the shouts of neighbours were their only warnings. It was a time when community spirit was not just a value, but a necessity for survival. Upon spotting the first signs of smoke or flames, a townsperson would shout a warning. Neighbours would rush out, forming bucket brigades. They would run back and forth, passing buckets of water from hand to hand, desperately trying to douse the fire. It was a chaotic, often futile effort, but it was all they had.
What is this strange device?
One day, a young man named Thomas visited a neighbouring town. He had never seen a fire alarm before and was curious about its purpose.
It's a device that alerts the town to fires.
Thomas, however, misunderstood. He thought the alarm itself magically extinguished the fire.
Returning to his own town, Thomas proudly proclaimed his newfound knowledge. He had just come back from a neighboring village where he had witnessed something extraordinary. His excitement was palpable as he gathered the townspeople to share the news. "We don't need to worry about fires anymore," he declared. His voice was filled with confidence and assurance. The townspeople listened intently, their curiosity piqued by his bold statement. "I saw a magical box in the next town that puts them out instantly." He described the device in great detail, explaining how it could extinguish flames in mere moments. The crowd was amazed, their minds filled with images of this miraculous invention.
Days later, a fire broke out in Thomas's town. The flames spread quickly, engulfing buildings and threatening lives. The townspeople remembered Thomas's words and looked around for the magical box. Instead of raising the alarm and organizing a bucket brigade, people stood around, waiting for the magical box to work its wonders. They were confused and unsure of what to do, their faith in the magical box leaving them paralyzed. The fire, of course, raged on, causing significant damage. The townspeople's inaction led to the destruction of many homes and businesses. It was a harsh lesson in the dangers of misunderstanding and misplaced trust. Thomas's mistake, though born of ignorance, highlights a crucial point about human nature and our approach to problem solving. Often, we focus on superficial solutions without understanding the underlying problem. This tendency to address symptoms rather than root causes is pervasive in many aspects of our lives. Just as Thomas fixated on the fire alarm without grasping its purpose, we sometimes cling to rituals, ideologies, or technologies without comprehending their true significance. We might share posts about social issues online, believing we've contributed to change, yet fail to take meaningful action. We might donate to charities without addressing the root causes of poverty or rely on medical interventions without making necessary lifestyle changes. This pattern of behavior reflects a deeper issue, our reluctance to engage with complex, systemic problems. Instead, we opt for quick fixes that offer immediate gratification but little long-term impact. To truly make a difference, we need to look beyond the surface and understand the broader context. This means educating ourselves, engaging in thoughtful discussions, and taking deliberate actions that address the core issues at hand. By shifting our focus from superficial solutions to sustainable, impactful actions, we can create lasting change in our communities and beyond. It's about moving from awareness to action, from quick fixes to meaningful progress. The parable of Thomas and the fire alarm serves as a potent reminder. True understanding requires more than just surface-level knowledge. It demands critical thinking, a willingness to question, and a commitment to addressing the root causes of problems. It's not enough to simply acknowledge the alarm bells. We must understand why they're ringing and take appropriate action.